Hello dear friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now in today's lecture, we are going to learn about conditions for the formation of your covalent bond one. So I have written these conditions on the board. First condition is that contributing atom must have similar or nearly similar electronegativity values 1. Okay, then and then only the covalent bond formation will takes place. Keep in your mind, these are very important points regarding your NEET and GE one. Okay, or in any other competitive examinations one. Now again remember, the contributing atom must have a high ionization energy or ionization potential one. You have studied what is ionization energy or ionization potential in the previous video also. So just keep in your mind, this is nothing but the amount of energy required to remove the most loosely bounded electron from its atom one. It must be high. Okay, don't have to remove any electrons one. So the participating atom or the contributing atom must have the high ionization energy or ionization potential one. Then next, the contributing atom must have low electron affinity. Okay, so what is electron affinity? We know that amount of energy released when an extra electron is added to an atom one. Now here electrons are removed, here electrons are added one. Okay, the energy changes takes place. But remember, the contributing atom must have low electron affinity one. Okay, mind, high ionization potential, low electron affinity. And lastly, the each contributing atom must share the electrons. They must share the electrons, then and then only the covalent bond formation will takes place one. So these are the four important conditions. If that conditions are satisfied, then the covalent bond formation will takes place between the atoms one. Then next, the way of formation of your covalent bond one, or the type how exactly the covalent bond is formed one. The way of formation of your covalent bond. So here by the two way it can form a covalent bond between the two atoms one. Remember, by sharing the electrons of a same type of the atoms one. I have written the example. N2 molecule, O2 molecule, Cl2, H2, F2. Now here all the contributing atoms are similar one. N2 molecule is formed by the two nitrogen atoms one. Then the next thing, by sharing the electrons between the different types of the atoms also. Okay, for example, H2 molecule, NH3 molecule, CH4 molecule, CCl4 molecule. Now here two hydrogen atom, one oxygen atom. So atoms are the different one, but they can form the covalent bond. Okay. Then next, nitrogen, hydrogen, then carbon, hydrogen, carbon and chlorine. So keep in your mind, the covalent bond can be formed between the same type of the atom or the different type of the atoms also. Okay. So this is about the way of formation of your covalent bond. Now let us consider the important point, that is the properties of your covalent bond one. So the first property I have written, that is the bond formed by the mutual sharing of the electrons. Okay, obviously covalent bond is always formed by the mutual sharing of the electrons one. Then next, this bond is a strong bond one. If they share the electrons, they achieve the noble gas electronic configuration, and this leads to the formation of your strong bond one. We know that whenever the strong bond formation takes place, obviously it will achieve the minimum potential energy one. Then and then only the stability become more one. Then next that is, remember, the covalent compound do not conduct electricity though they dissolve in the any solvent one. That is your important point. Next, generally your covalent compounds are water insoluble compounds, so they do not dissolve in the water one. Next important point, that is they have a low melting and the boiling point. Generally your covalent compound shows the low melting and the boiling point. Now next very important point is that generally your covalent bond is directional in nature. Okay, and it gives a specific geometry to the molecule. It's directional in nature. Whenever any molecule formation takes place, the contributing atom arrange themselves in the 360 degree in such manner so that they will have the minimum repulsion one. Okay, but that repulsion leads to the specific geometry or the orientation of that molecule one. You have studied the CH4 molecule. A simple example, methane molecule arranged in the three-dimensional space in such manner that it will give the tetrahedral geometry manner. That means the 4 hydrogen atoms arranged in this 360 degree in such manner they will have the minimum repulsions one, and this gives a specific geometry to that molecule one. Okay, next, no new electron is formed in your covalent bond formation because both contributing atoms just share their electrons. Next, remember the covalent bond found in all states of the matter one, that is solid, liquid or gaseous one. Though you have taken the few examples regarding this one, these are the gaseous example one. Okay, water is in the liquid state, ammonia is in the gaseous state one. Okay, so though solid, liquid or gaseous, in that molecule we can also form the covalent bond one. So this is whole about the covalent bond one.